Right now, we have your Worcester Bravehearts general manager, Dave Peterson, on the line. Good morning, Mr. Peterson. How are you?
Oh, wonderful, Mike. It's a great day and the sun's out.
It's beautiful. It's a great day for baseball. So when do the Bravehearts start up here?
We start on May 24th, so we have a little bit over a month. Still plenty of work to do, but we're on target to make sure it's fun for everyone.
Awesome. Now, you are going to you've been a man who has really been the spearhead for baseball here in Worcester. You've been leading the charge for baseball for a long time, going back to, before the Bravehearts, it was the Tornadoes, right?
Yes, actually, 2005,
Yeah.
when that stadium was built and the Tornadoes began. I've been part of Worcester baseball since then.
Yeah, and now you're venturing into a new field, or at least I think it's new, unless you've done this before. You are putting in a bid for city council here in Worcester. Is that correct?
It is correct, and you're not going to believe this. I went to City Hall originally just to pay my water and sewer bill, and I had some of that vodka butter that guys were eating there, and now here we are.
Okay, listen, don't rope us into this. That's exciting. Right. That's exciting. For those of you who aren't, first of all, I have to say that the Bravehearts are an advertiser here on 100 FM The Pike, for full disclosure.
Yeah.
But for those of you who aren't familiar, Dave Peterson also goes by Peterman. He used to be the guy that ran an average of 20 miles a game up and down and all through the stands at Fitton Field. Now he's kind of retired from that marathon session, and you will see him sometimes don the rally jacket, as they call it, the plaid blazer, and get out there and do the rally dance, or else he's out there actually picking up trash in the stands.
Literally,
he's not afraid to get his hands dirty.
Roll out the tarp when it rains.
Yep.
I mean, does everything.
He's out there. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So listen,
that's the way. That's the way that the Bravehearts train the next generation of sports leaders, and we're proud of that.
Dave Peterson, if I may, we had coffee a few weeks ago, and you told me that you were looking to run for city council. And my first question is, why would you want to do this? And you had a good answer. You love the city of Worcester. You've lived here for about 20 years. But what is it that you want to accomplish if you were to be elected for Worcester District 1 city councilor?
Yeah, District 1, if everyone, I don't know if your listeners might not know, District 1 is the north portion of Worcester. It abuts West Boylston and Holden, and as you said, I've lived here now for basically 20 years. But quite honestly, I became very friendly with many of the residents, many of the small business owners around the city just through my work in baseball. And one of the things that I really want to focus on if I were to become a city councilor is helping out particularly small business here in the city. Small business needs to be a vibrant piece of our community in order to increase our tax base so that it's lessening the burden on residents that live here. But, recently we see all of these reports about small businesses that have been closing down. It's a tough time out there with the economy and inflation. It's tough with what's happening locally with increases in assessments on properties and minimum wages, but I want to be someone who helps the small business owner and also make sure that the residents of the city of Worcester, and particularly District 1, have safe schools and clean streets. And, the district councilor, you guys know, we would deal with a lot of the mundane stuff that you don't want to deal with during your day, right?
Yeah.
We deal with if there's a pothole in front of your house,
right?
If your snow is not plowed,
Mm-hmm.
This is the kind of stuff that you take for granted. But if it's not fixed, it's irritating to you. It gives you a bad experience. And as a District 1 councilor, that's the kind of stuff that I'd be focusing on to make sure that residents could call me if they had a problem, one phone call away.
Besides the small business issue, what is another thing you think the city could be doing better at?
Well, I think that the city needs to market itself a little bit better to the outside. I'm on the board at Discover Central Massachusetts. Discover Central Mass is a tourism entity here in the city of Worcester, and I really feel there's a lot going on in this city that you guys talk about all the time. We obviously have incredible sports venues. We have wonderful arts and cultural institutions and museums. Love to be pushing that idea of people coming into Worcester, visiting Worcester, spending their money here so that we're creating more jobs, making more money in the restaurants and the parking garages around the city. And I feel that the city needs to do a better job at bringing more people in here that are doing that. And then there's just so much to deal with on the school side. Our infrastructure is crumbling. Yes, we have new Doherty High School that's going up. Yes, Nelson Place School has been renovated recently, but there's so many other schools in this city that were built in the 1950s that are going to need significant upgrades. We need to figure out how to pay for that and the best way of going about doing that. But, we want the kids that are in this city to be going to school in a safe and a building that has all the modern amenities of something that the kids going to school in 2023 should be getting.
So, Peterman, Shu mentioned, you started with the Worcester Tornadoes baseball team, now with the Worcester Bravehearts as the general manager, and you're just bringing fun, family entertainment, and you put the fun before the baseball. Which is evident when you go to the games. It's a lot of fun, and that's what really made your name as this fun guy on the field and really a character. But you're really passionate about everything you said. So can I lump you into the characters of like Jesse the Body Ventura, who became governor of Minnesota, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the governor, Sonny Bono, Ronald Reagan, and now Peterman?
I don't know if there's ever been a baseball front office member that has run for any public office. But if you want to lump me in with those characters, I don't know how the people of Worcester would respond. But you gotta know that Peterman, he's a character. And he's a fun guy. I want to bring that energy to the city of Worcester. I love this city. I know a lot of people say that. But I love being out there and quite honestly, Adam, when you think about it, I've been campaigning now in the city for like 18 years. In the last 10 of them, I've been campaigning with a giant furry lion named Jake the Lion because he's our mascot, right? So we go out to these Little League parades and the tree lightings and all of the charitable events. And the hope is that by saying hello to some people that they might actually come and support you and buy your product and come to the ballpark. And I think that's very similar to what's going to happen in a political campaign. The people are going to like you, they got to trust you, and they got to understand that you're going to work for their needs, and that's basically what a campaign is. You listen to people, and then you hope that person supports you.
Well, Dave Peterson, thank you very much for taking the time this morning. General Manager of Worcester Bravehearts, now a candidate for City Council here in the city of Worcester, and if that happens, I'm hoping to see the rally blazer in City Hall at some point to get the work done over there.
Every meeting, a different blazer at every
there you
meeting. That's what we'll work on.
All right.
It'll be something.
All right. Dave,
thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks for everything you do for the city of Worcester.
Hey, no, thank you. And hopefully keep in touch with us, of course, with the Bravehearts and everything. But let us know, how the campaign is going and stuff like that. All right?
Absolutely. I'll text you.
All right. Dave Peterson there running for City Council.